What is going on, Alpha Hunters? Hope everybody is doing fantastic, wonderful this Wednesday. Sorry, I forget what day it is. Too many naps, man. Too many naps. Yeah, hopefully you're having a good day. I mean, the market to me is having a good day. I'm loving it. We had a nice little gap up on the market today. Yeah, nice little gap up here, and we gapped up. How much did we gap up? We gapped up roughly 0.3% on the SPY. And then we didn't do too much. I kind of thought that this was going to fade. I really did. When I saw this gap up, I was like, yeah, I don't know about that, man. I don't know about that. And this was when yields, we'll get to that, yields were actually at their lowest part. It was about this same time around the open of the stock market. But it just kind of went sideways here for about 20, 25 minutes. And then just started breaking down, got down to the neutral line, bounced, and then it rolled over. It rolled over about 11 o'clock Eastern, just before 11 o'clock Eastern, broke down, retested that previous little low right there, retested that neutral line low. Just so happens to be where this green line is, so very convenient here. Double top, kind of like double top retested into that spot, and then it just broke down. And yeah, there you go. For about 2.5 hours, we kind of just rolled down. Really, about 2 hours. I guess we bounced a little bit here over the past 20 minutes or so. So yeah, I mean, everybody that was super optimistic about, oh yeah, the gap up this morning, not feeling so optimistic now. I did put out, I did put out on TradingView, basically the same kind of chart I did cover in, um, the weekly outlook video. So we'll see how this plays out here. I know it's in a weekly view. I kind of want to just leave it there, and we can kind of see maybe come back to this later on down the line. But do have quite a bit of room to move into that bearish direction if we should have been into that bear market kind of pattern this whole time. So quite a bit of room to move. We'll take a look at the heat map. You can see energies are doing absolutely phenomenal today. Phenomenal. So between energies up, dollar bullish, yields bullish, there is not a lot of good news right now in the market. Not a lot. Not a lot. Durable goods orders actually came in kind of bullish, which I don't know if that's a good thing. I don't know if that kind of number, if that's that much of a good thing, because I mean, Fed's still trying to slow down the economy. You want to see the economy slow down, and it's still not. People are still out there spending a lot of money. Anyways, check that daily picture here. I mean, yeah, we're getting really close to that 420, 4200 level. I mean, I don't know, man. We're getting close. Nobody would have thought starting this week that we possibly could end the week below 420 for the week, and I'm being pretty honest. That's a very realistic opportunity. I mean, it's less than 1% away, and we still got 2 hours today, and we still got two more days. So, yeah, very much could still happen. Let's see, point 0.8. Let me. What was that? 0.75%. Let me go to the SPX real quick. Where's 4200? Okay, it's about 1.1% away. So if we're about 1.1% away, let me change that SPY chart. Whoops. Let me say 1.1% down is about right there. So 418.50 is about it. Let's say we'll adjust that to there. So that'll be about where 4,200 is. Just kind of want to have a reference on my SPY chart where the SPX would be. So basically, kind of coincides with the 200 moving average on a daily. So okay, we'll see. We'll see how this week ends. Be very interesting to see if we just kind of drop off there on Friday. Yeah, the Q's making its way through that August 18th low. Not as bad as obviously the SPY. Okay. IWM. IWM is actually doing pretty good today. It was up like 0.9% this morning. It was rocking pretty good. You can see it actually hasn't even gotten negative. It hasn't even gotten to the negative line on the day, the zero line. Okay. Dow Jones. Dow Jones getting hit pretty good today. It was definitely the one that was selling the most on the open. Probably take a look at UNH and healthcare and some of that stuff. That's about the only thing that can impact the UNH, the DIA that much. Okay. Yep. DIA. I kind of mentioned this before, past couple of weeks. If it got through these two lows, it'd be a big time game changer for the DIA, and you can see it got through those yesterday, basically. So, I mean, we're gonna have a pretty good one here around 326 ish, but I wouldn't be looking to be bullish for a while. I think that double bottom low that we had in June, July, yeah, those two, that was a big deal. The big deal started a while back, but it's all right. RSP equal weight S&P 500, not doing as bad as the SPY and Qs, but I mean they've been getting hit pretty good. They never bounced really super hard there in late August, early September. They never got a super strong bounce. This is where, like, you look at the SPY, like, it bounced really strong. I guess it was really more of just late August. SPY Q's got a very strong bounce. Really, the IWM, I guess got a pretty good one. It was okay. It wasn't as strong, but the equal weight SP 500, just you can see like most of the stocks were just super weak right here. But coming back down to a pretty good spot right here around the 140 to 136 area. So it's going to be a pretty good spot here. I mean, 139, you get through there, you're probably going to go to 136. You break that 136 on the RSP, though, I mean, we're coming quite a bit lower. I mean, that'd be about 10% of a move down to about that low. 8 to 10%. So, okay. Let's take a look. How's the VIX? VIX is barely barely broke out yesterday. Getting a little bit of a follow through today. Had that gap down today. Makes sense. The market gapped up. All right, so VIX is moving higher. Starting to finally respect the breakdown that's been happening. Look at that move on the dollar. My good, is the dollar just continuing to move higher? Yeah, pretty much the whole day it has continued to move higher. Wow. Yep. Look at that move and acceleration on the dollar. Ooh, buddy. Man. Trying to find like a really good spot. I mean, it breaking that high, those highs right there. It's very clearly breaking them highs now. Um, Maybe making a run up to like 109, and that's scary. That's scary for the stock market. I mean, the stock market ain't gonna like that at all. I mean, you're probably gonna make a run up to 108 to 109 and a quarter, because that's kind of where this low is right here. Kind of got a little top right there as well. You got some high right there, a little wick. So yeah, 108 to a little bit over 109. I'd say there's going to be some pretty good resistance there. You also got these little double lows right here around the 109 point 6 point 7 area. Yeah, 109.7 to about 110 or so. Yeah, I mean, dollar's got a little bit of room to move here, and you can see how strong it's been breaking out here over the past couple of days, especially today. Like, dollar's got room to continue to move and put the pressure on, is basically what I'm saying. Like, it's got a little bit of room to go before it gets to any kind of somewhat meaningful resistance. Gold breaking down. Yeah. I don't know what would happen to gold here. I did want to see it actually come back down to this zone. I don't know if it will. That was, and this is, I'm talking about like this area back in this time frame. I don't know if it will. I do know it was looking pretty good up until yesterday and today. I mean, that's a pretty nasty breakdown now today. So maybe we'll start to get people not to support gold as much, just because the dollar looks so damn strong. Everybody that was betting against dollar, I mean, they're just getting absolutely housed. And I mentioned that. I mentioned that. Oh man, about here when we got that change of direction where we should have got that. We were having this retest, we were having the breakdown, and then immediately failed and overtook that rejection. Let me zoom in. I know it's kind of small. This pattern right here. When we got that, because I was calling for this, right? This retest, play that retest bearish. But as soon as we got this one candle came in where was looking like we were breaking down, but immediately rejected, and there was so many reports about people that were just bearish dollar, man. They were just so bearish dollar, all back in this time frame. You can go Google search like the history, news reports, like people just bearish dollar during this time period, and you'll find them. Like it was easy, like it was easy to find them. Like they were everywhere, and that was about the one thing that worried me even back there, and why I was really kind of surprised that this happened. But once this happened, it was like, I guess all those bearish people, I don't know, they just started closing because we just been climbing ever since. And I mean, dollar's now really starting to crush people. Talking about crushing people, yields are crushing people. This is another one, man. There's another one over the past couple months. I've been talking about it. I've continued to talk about this. People are not taking this trend seriously. Yields are going to rip your face off, and yields have continued to rip people's faces off. How's the yield curve doing? Yeah, yield curve doesn't change all that much on that picture. Let me check the long terms. Not 320, just 30. Yeah, years. There we go. Oh, I had the wrong button. I keep hitting the wrong button. I did 3-0. I did 3-0. I didn't do 3-0. Yeah, and one of the big ones, the 30 year. I mean, the 30 year was breaking out last week. So yeah, I mean, um, the one that was actually really bearish this morning was the 2 year, and you can see this huge lower wick here on the 2 year. And this is, I mean, I'll look at the 10 year. I'll look at the 10 year here in a second on the intraday, but you can see just how low the 2 year was. It was down really low. This is where yesterday closed. Don't want to know why there's a huge gap here, but you can see just how low it was this morning. And then about 30 minutes before the market opened, or around the time the market opened, I mean, yields just started lifting off. Let me take a look at the 10 year. Yep, about 30 minutes before the market opened, you can see that the yield just started climbing. And it really just haven't even stopped. So it's a hugely bad day for the stock market to see the yields doing that. Oh yeah, and you want to see what else is probably doing really bad? We'll take a look at bonds. Yield curve inversion. Yep. Now we are getting that very clear breakout back up over this wick, back up to this cluster that we had. This was back when regional banking issue was going on. Everybody thought that this was going to be the downfall of the market, or the regional banking issue was going to be the downfall of the market. So we're getting a lot of yield curve inversion kind of correction things kind of going on, but why not being too much of an issue. Now we're starting to see this thing climb. I think we'll just be going to the zero line, back to the normal zone. Di, what's going on, man? How are you doing? HYG, very clear breakdown today on the HYG. Had a very bad day yesterday, but you can see the HYG today getting back below past several months. I mean, getting all the way back down to some of the March lows now. So HYG breaking down, and LQD. I mean, look at that move. LQD breaking down, making a run down to these lows. Oh, go ahead. All right. So yeah, I mean LQD not looking good. TLT. All right. I was about to say who wants to bet on the TLT, but we won't do that. TLT probably just gonna get wrecked. Down 0.73%. It doesn't look nearly as bad as what's been going on with the TLT over the past really 2 months. I mean, the TLT has just been getting annihilated. Jeez. That was, what'd you say? I saw the spot and was like, Shadow's gonna love this. Shadow doesn't have an evil Grinch smile on his face. Shadow's been going to sleep lately with evil Grinch smile on his face. I'm not loving it. I just want, I just want to be, I just want to be down here. I like normal bullish times. I do, man. It's because it's so easy and predictable. This has been by far the most unpredictable bear market ever. Ridiculous. AAPL. Let's run through some tech, man. Oh, this is one, man. Talking about this one on Monday, and it got through. It got through this low on August 18th. Yesterday. Kind of towards the end of the day, it was kind of was right down there. Kind of got right through that August 18th low. I think it was August 18th. Maybe it wasn't. I don't know. But yeah, you can see like today, everybody's like, "Yep, that is a technical breakdown," and everybody just closed out the gate. Like it even go sideways. It just broke down. So Apple looking really weak here. Microsoft, big softy here. Yeah, Microsoft's been rolling over. It got through its low back from August 18th as well. It's going to be moving down to the 200 most likely. because I think that's the next major kind of level. It will coincide with this high that we had back in August of last year. So yeah, we'll probably just be coming down about another 15 points or so. There on Microsoft. Makes sense. About another 4% or so. Okay, what about Alphabet? Alphabet, man, I couldn't. So Alphabet's like, I mean, I think I've mentioned this before. Alphabet's probably the one you don't want to be bearish on, just because it had a lackluster first half of the year because everybody thought the demise of AI was going to kill search. I thought that as well, but the past earnings report basically proved AI is not ready to take over yet. And even though the companies are building out infrastructure for AI and new cloud, new warehouses for processing and computing AI, but it's not like people aren't using it as much as what they were saying. Oh my gosh, AI, you got to get in it or whatever. Nah, it's not really here. So, Meta breaking down. Oh man, I was wondering, man. I was like, dude, this thing is, man. Let me get rid of the 100, 200. I mean, look at this thing. So if you don't know why Meta broke down today, I'm sorry. So they had their new device showcase today, kind of like the Apple event, but it's for Meta. I think they showed off like the new or Quest. Meta unveils Quest 3. There you go. So to me, and this is what I've been saying. I've been saying this for months. I don't trust Zuck, man. He's still spending billions with a B, capital B, illions, on the metaverse. Ain't nobody freaking using that crap. Ain't nobody want to use that crap. It's a niche product, and they're spending billions of dollars on it. Dude, no. Like, this is why I never understood why it ran as strong as I did. Like, they can say they're shifting their business all they want to compete with short form video content and all that stuff. I don't trust Zuck. He has this infatuation with the metaverse, and I don't care for it. I don't care for it at all. It's the only place where he doesn't look like a lizard person. No, he looks like a lizard person. There's no place he doesn't look like a lizard person. Anyways, Meta, stock wise, definitely going to clearly break down below 300 today. This has been a very key level here for the past month, a little bit over a month. Very important. It's been a very hard time staying over it. I mean, this is going to be the very key one. I think honestly, I think Meta might be a really good bearish play because they haven't been hit as much here over the past 2 months, month, 2 months. I mean, how long have we been kind of dealing with selling down? Okay, about 2 months. About 2 months. Meta though, yeah, they haven't really gotten hit that much. So especially for how much they've been bullish this whole year. I can see Meta selling off, and a lot of people that have gains in Meta for the year, locking them up. I see a lot of downside here, and I see it happening pretty quick. I'm not a fortune teller, but I can see that happening. There's no legs in the metaverse, so he looks like a Minecraft double amputee instead. What? How dare diet? That offends me as somebody that doesn't have amputations. I'm offended for those that do. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, man, I just don't get the infatuation with the metaverse. Anyways, they're spending billions on it. I wouldn't trust it. I don't trust Zuck. Amazon. For everybody that didn't get the "you offend me" reference, that that whole cultural thing. Say something, you get offended. I can't stand it. Amazon though, Amazon. Amazon had a very bad past week and a half. Does not look good, even though it's not falling off a cliff today. You can see there's just nothing below it to support. I mean, it sliced right through that 100 yesterday. It's got these highs right here. It's got some kind of pivot levels back here around the 117, 118 level, 120 level. I don't think any of that matters. I think it's going to come down to probably this high, which would be about where the 200 is. And then after that, probably sets up for the next move lower. This trend right here. This is a big change of direction. Amazon also yesterday got hit with. I saw that antitrust lawsuit. Yeah, antitrust lawsuit from the FTC. So I'd be kind of cautious on Amazon. I don't know what they're going after them for. I would imagine Amazon's positioning in retail, online retail, and shipping basically puts a lot of pressure on retailers and consumers and producers and that kind of stuff. So, I mean, they can make a case for it. I mean, a lot of people can make a case for it, but it's very difficult because the percentages and basically look at the market percentages of retail, total retail. Amazon's not the dominant player, but they have a strong influence. So if they go after the influence side, and if they can make that case, they might beat Amazon. I don't know what they would do. I don't know what they would do though on breaking up Amazon. Would they have to get rid of their shipping business, their fleet? Yeah, I just have no idea. Got no clue. So anyways, that's Amazon. Let's check out the old Tesla. Tesla down 2.5%. One of the days of the worst performers. Man, getting through that 100 moving average. It's going to be coming down to this level around 212 down to 205. Somewhere in there. Yeah, that's definitely one of the day's worst performers right there. Yep, I put that out today. I'm going to move that to the end. So you can see Tesla definitely underperforming. Financials are doing okay. Staples, man, their staples are just continuing to get hit. Man, staples are starting to get really, really good, in my opinion. And we can take a look at some, but the fact that they are that red, Pepsi, Procter and Gamble, Monster down 2.25%. What is this? KVU. I don't know what KVU is. General Mills is down 2%. Like, man, dude, companies that provide food and that kind of stuff, like things that you have to have and you need, selling off more than or leading the market lower. I'd be looking to get into those on the dip. Energies. Let's go run through energies. The lone bright spot of the day. Look at that crude oil monster pop. Man, that's a monster pop. You know what? If I was gonna make a soda or ice cream, I would call it Monster Pop. I was just thinking about that. Monster Pop. Yeah, that looks dude, that looks really good. Come up to these highs right here. Let's see what the intraday looks like. Yeah, that's about where it stopped before. Kind of pulled back, retested over the past like 2 hours. But yeah, those two highs right there is where it came up to. That is a strong move in oil for not being at like a low kind of bounce. Like down here, you get this kind of bounce, off lows. Up 4% on this day back here, back on May 5th. and it's having a 4% day to day. Like typically, you don't really see days like today in the middle of an uptrend unless you're kind of towards the end, of the run. Usually, you'll see a lot of those moves kind of at these bottoms. A lot of people buying dips or closing shorts. 3% day on that one. Let's go see what are some of these highs. This is that's a 7.5% up day. That's an 8% up day. That's a 7% up day. You can see that was kind of towards the end though. You had like this euphoric blow off the top and it came right back down. Yeah. Crude's looking good. I didn't really think crude would be doing that. But I mean, when they keep cutting production, and that's the thing is gasoline's not really following suit all that strong. I am really shocked that that all of the energy stocks are doing that well. Open the freaking energy stock. Thank you. Good grief. Like Valero, they're a refiner, so their margins are getting. So that's what's weird about this. Like the refiners' margins are getting squeezed. Let me check. MRO, Marathon Oil, they're looking pretty good. That's oil and gas. That's the production of oil. Marathon Petroleum, this is the production of gasoline there, where it's the refining business. And you can see they're not actually doing all that great today compared to like the other energy stocks. They're up 1.3% though. That's like why it's interesting to me and why they're actually performing that well today. And then we just looked at Valero, up 2%. Like they don't produce oil; they buy now more expensive oil to make now less expensive gasoline. So, yeah, very interesting on how that's going. EOG, ConocoPhillips, like you can see all the actual oil producers, Exxon, Chevron, and Exxon's a fully integrated one, right? They make crude oil and they take it all the way basically to selling gasoline. So they do the oil exploration and refining as well. Why did the market just explode? Oh, it did? I think I just saw. Is that Exxon? Did I just see Exxon pop 0.5% right there? All right, yeah, it did. Something exploded. Oh, it's just short covers. Not a big deal. It's just short covering. That's all it is. You're getting continue to get pushed down, It didn't stop dropping, and everybody that's been bearish over the past week and a half, saying, yeah, you know what? I'll take it off. The problem is we keep breaking down. You keep making daily lows and daily highs. It's not the question that you get these explosions because these happen all the time during bear market move or bear. I'm gonna say not bear market, but bear moves. Like you'll get these. Like they're just the market just stops going down, and then you just get the dominoes of short covering that happens. Sometimes they're long lasting; they'll go for multiple days. Sometimes they last for like 15 minutes. I think we're probably also a little bit overdone on the selling. I'm not gonna say we're not gonna go rally and hit all time highs here, but like we're a little overdone. Could we probably come up retesting to like 430, 433 as the 10 and 20 moving averages come back down? Yeah, sure. Probably just move sideways here for a couple weeks and then roll over. Sure. Do we roll over here in the last hour and a half and come back down to the daily lows? Maybe not break the daily lows, but Do we just kind of slowly come back down? Sure. I wouldn't. I wouldn't put anything past it. But I would like if you're wanting to be bearish right now. I don't. I think I would rather wait and see what happens. What's really interesting to me is the IWM. Yeah, the IWM. Man, I was just kind of looking at the percentages over here. Yeah, people are trying to buy the dip. RSI. A lot of people talking about the RSI. It's oversold, like one of the oversold levels, or it's at one of the most oversold levels since December, I guess. And I'm like, yeah, just because it's oversold doesn't mean it can't stay at that low level. Which let me explain what I'm talking about. Let me go to the daily. MACD RSI. So basically, what people are talking about is this number, this RSI reading, is basically one of the like lowest levels since like December. You can see on my chart. It depends on how you have the RSI set up, but on my chart here, you can see we kind of came down to the lower ends here. Back in August when we had that sell down, which the RSI dropped off very hard on like a couple days, and it really kind of started with that U.S. credit downgrade. It dropped off super hard, and then we were also kind of down at this level when we were having the regional banking issue. But, meh. But here's the thing: is like, I mean, it can stay down at these low elevations. Like, this is a pretty good time period here in August. Like you can see, like we got down to these low readings, and then it just stayed down here for about a week, and we just kept selling down. It can very much do that. It can just stay down here for about a week, and if it does that, we'll just keep selling down. So like people that think that okay, just because you get down there, it doesn't mean it bottoms and it just automatically pops. Like it can stay down there for a couple days, and the market will just keep selling. Like this is a pretty good one. Back in this May of last year, we kind of got down there, and then we just the RSI just kept staying low, and then we just kept breaking down, So yeah, I mean it just. And this is a pretty good one back in September, where we got back down there, and then we just kept breaking down all through September, and even early October. It doesn't mean that anything really that it's a bottom indicator. It's kind of just a signal that okay, right now is not the best time to get bearish. Maybe wait for a setup. Like if we just chop sideways here for a couple days, and the RSI lifts up a little bit, then it might just roll back over, and then you'll see the market roll back over. But yeah, if we just chop sideways here for a couple days, that would be a very clear indication that we would probably be going lower. Yeah, too many people trying to bottom feed right here. I don't like it. Too many people trying to bottom feed. One thing that we did do, actually, and this is probably why you're probably getting a lot of people trying to buy this, is we actually filled this gap back here from June 1st to June 2nd. So this little gap right here just got filled this morning. Or not this morning, but about an hour ago. But we are continuing to push higher. It doesn't mean anything. And all right, so it does, not to say it doesn't mean anything, but the thing is when you get into these kind of sell down periods, that happens. That happens just out of nowhere. And you just get really, really weird, strange pops. And yeah, I mean, there's not really much else to say. It's like Monday. We gapped down and just bought up the whole day. Just really strange and weird pops. I wonder if a Fed member said something. Yeah, there'll probably be something. There'll probably something come out somewhere. Oh, JP Morgan or Jamie Dimon said that, oh, yeah, he's not seeing as much weakness as what he thought in the market rallies. some crap like that. Like, dude, the news media will always point it to something. If you think it's important. Let's see what yields we're doing. Did yields start dropping? Not really. I wouldn't say not really. They're still kind of up there. Still kind of elevated. Yields are still up there. Dollar. Dollar over the past 15 minutes dropping off. But both of those are still just monsters for the day. So, stock market doesn't lead shit. Stock market doesn't lead shit. So that's why I don't trust it. That's why I don't trust the pop. You'll see yields actually start to break down first. Like if it's truly going to be a bottom, which, you know, out in my wisely expert opinion. Let me do this. Actually, give me the freaking marker brush. There we go. So you'll see yields kind of continue to push up, and then they'll bounce, and then they'll kind of flatten out, and then they'll drop off. And then right here at this time period with the yields, that is when you will get the bear market bottom. I don't know about the timeline. I'm just kind of just drawing on the chart here. I don't know if this would be like April, May. I think it'll be like more of January, February, more than anything else. But once yields start to drop off, roll over, to me, that is when you'll see the bear market. Like, you'll see the apex of it. You'll see probably it crush off, get blown down, and it'll probably bottom out. That's kind of be the thing I'll be looking for. But if we also just get to my price level, then I'll just be buying. I won't even care. Yeah, I'd be curious to see if how long this happens. It was led a lot by tech. I can see that. Oh, you know what I haven't done? I haven't even done sector rotation. Actually, this will be a really good sector rotation. We can see really what led here for a bit. Sector rotation. Okay, so with the gap, you can see energies are just killing it. Utilities kind of coming up. Utilities are getting shredded today again. Staples getting shredded. Yeah, looked at a little bit of that. Healthcare, discretionaries, real estate, financials, communications are basically in line. XLC in line with the market. Tech is a little bit of an outperformer. You can see tech really here over this little pop. You can see tech kind of pulled away a little bit. Materials, because tech was kind of in line with the market for most of the day, and materials outperforming, and industrials, energies outperforming. All right, so without the gap down, or without the gap up, energies killing it. Energies continue to kill it here on this pop as well. You see that they just went to like new daily highs. I was wondering too, because like Exxon was at. We're looking at the heat map. The Exxon was at like 2%, and then it popped up to like 2.5%. I was like, wait, what? So good way to watch the market, Brian. Way to watch the market. Industrials. A lot of things are underperforming on the intraday price action. A lot of things saw some pretty good. It looks like it, I mean it's pretty much market wide. Now, let me just go to a 1 minute. Go right there. It was XLC. XLC led a lot of it. Looks like they started leading even before this part. So the XLC, so it would be like Alphabet, Meta. You got XLK leading it. I mean, it's tech. It's tech. The big three tech sectors. People trying to get in there and buy the dip. Which then it's going to make me go look at Apple here in a second and see how they're doing. Maybe go look at semiconductors. Okay. So, Apple, how are you doing? Apple? Apple, for how much Apple got sold down today, that's... I don't know. It seems like they're kind of lagging behind. What about Microsoft? Microsoft got a pretty good bounce off of that. Alphabet got a really good bounce. Meta, pretty decent bounce. They got sold down pretty hard from after their event. So that one's kind of hard to tell. Amazon, pretty good bounce there. Tesla's still down 1.75% on the day though. All right, Nvidia. Let's run through the semiconductors. Nvidia got a pretty good bounce. It's been going sideways for a few days now. AMD. Yeah, I mean this is like market wide. Everything got bought up. Let's see, SPY. Okay. Trying to get it, make sure I understand what SPY pattern, AMD and everything else pattern. AMD though, nice pop. AMD's been getting kind of taken to the ugly stick for a few weeks now. Intel looking okay today. Micron got a nice little pop there. Yeah, Micron got a nice little pop there. Nice lower wick there on Micron. Yeah, that really helped them. That 25 minutes or so really helped Micron. AVGO. Yeah, looking pretty good. Okay. I don't know. I don't like it. I just don't. Not unless is dollar really starting to fall off. Not really. Not for how much it's done today. Yields aren't really dropping off either. I don't know. We'll see how the day ends. I mean, I don't like it. I just don't. Yeah, it's not DXY. I mean, past 20 minutes, it pulled back. It pulled back a pretty good amount. I mean, by far the deepest pullback. I mean, it had basically all day. Maybe not this one. I mean, that's a pretty good pullback, but I mean that's nothing compared to what it's done on the day. I mean, that's nothing. I just think this is over exuberance. I think people are it's FOMO, man. I think people are just FOMOing for tech, because that's what outperformed. It was tech. So, yeah. I mean, it's choppy. I mean, that's what sucks about bear moves on the market is people don't like being bearish for a long period of time. You get bearish moves, you get pops, man. You get dip buyers, and you get people that because being bearish on the market it doesn't work over the medium and long term all that much. Like so, once you get the moves, you got to close it out and reposition. We've got a pretty good bearish move here, guys. We got a pretty good bearish move here. So, yeah, I mean, you're gonna get weird crap that happens like that. I mean, if we come back down and sell down, I mean, even half that, we'll just say we sell down and end the day down 0.3%. All right. I mean, it looks like the bulls are back in flavor right there, but not if you sell back down. If you sell down 0.5% from there, you're back down to here. Then you just basically wiped out all of that, and it could be choppy coming down, just coming down by the time you get to close. But if you get back down, I say if you get back down I'd say sub 440, 424.3. which is basically about this level right here. Make it a little easier. 440, 420. I would say 424.3, but 424.1. If you get back below that, I mean, it completely undermines everything that was just done there for about 20 minutes. So, Outfunners, I'm out, man. I'm out. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens by the close, but just remember, we got to. We are now within the low of today. Got within. Oh, how much? Right there, 0.6% of 420. That's how low. That's how close we are getting to breaking down 420. And for 4,200 on the SPX, we got within about 0.9%. We're about 0.9%. So we're at a very crucial 1%, much lower on this trend to probably having a lot of people throwing that hat in, or throwing the towel in, throwing the towel in, and saying, yeah, screw that. Because once we probably break 4,200, that'll probably just be a huge psychological level for a lot of people. So, Outfunners, have a great rest of your day. Take care. I'm going to go rub the dog's belly outside in the nice warm sun. Alrighty. Take care, Outfunners.